Welcome to the Faith Moment this Wednesday. Last week, if you remember, I spoke about his star, the Star of Bethlehem, that those wise men followed. This week I want to take you to the book of Revelation, to the first chapter of it. That's what I read in December as I read through the Bible each year. And it talks about there being 7 stars in the right hand of the Son of Man. 7 stars. I'll read you a passage in a minute. But first of all, I want you to think about the title for tonight. 7-star quality. We get wrapped up in this world with the image of stars. 5-star hotels. It's all about prestige, or whatever you want to call it, but people want the best quality and are prepared to pay for it. But even hotels are limited to 5-star. Yes, I can find a 7-star inn at Poulton in Flyde. But there's something different in the Bible about a star. We tend to forget that a star is like the sun. That's the nearest star to us. It's a mass of gas. Most stars are so far away that this mass of gas, through light, travelling all the distance to us, looks like the star that we see with 5 sides to it, that twinkles. But Revelation is a deadly serious book. It's a profound book. I'm going to read something to you, and then I'll try and reveal something to you. Whoops. I put the Bible on the computer, it didn't like it. So John had heard a voice like the sound of a trumpet, and he turned round, and this is what he saw. I saw 7 golden lampstands, and in the midst of the lampstands I saw one like the Son of Man, clothed with a long robe, with a golden sash across his chest. His head and his hair were white as wool, white as snow. His eyes were like a flame of fire, his feet like burnished bronze, refined as in a furnace, and his voice was like the sound of many waters. In his right hand he held 7 stars, and from his mouth came a sharp 2-edged sword, and his face was like the sun shining with full force. When I saw him, I fell at his feet as though dead. But he placed his hand on me and said, "Do not be afraid. Now write what you have seen, what is about to take place. As for the mystery of the 7 stars that you saw in my right hand, and the 7 golden lampstands, the 7 stars are the angels of the 7 churches, and the 7 lampstands are the 7 churches." Now, I've thought about this quite often and not got really to the bottom of it. Why should a church have an angel? I've always understood that we individually have guardian angels. We have them as children, but I believe we have them throughout our lives, a guardian angel. But a church to have an angel. So let's just clear up one thing to start off with. The 7 lampstands, or the 7 candlesticks, represented the 7 churches that John had established. Ephesus, Pergamum, Philadelphia, Laodicea, and the others, I forget the names for a moment. But it's as if each church is like a golden lampstand. The Old Testament shows the golden lampstand had 7 lights to it. Room for 7 stars. The church is represented by this candlestick. Pure gold represents divinity. But we are to hold, as a church, the light of Christ. We aren't the light, we're just the holder of the light. We have to make the light seen. But what about these angels? Why should an angel be in a church? The Greek word for angel is angelos. It can also mean a messenger. Some people think these aren't really angels. It's a secret word for the leader of each of the churches that John had established, that he was writing to from his exile. But I have difficulty with this, because the word angel is used literally for angels about 50 times through the book of Revelation. I conducted the communion service this morning in church. There were 8 people there. It felt lovely to be in church to do communion with other members of the church present. And afterwards, after I'd locked up and everyone had gone, I went up to the communion table, as I have often over the years, and I kneel before it and look up at the ascension window, and there is Jesus in the window. And I pray that old Ephesians prayer. Pray to the God of my Lord Jesus Christ, the Father of glory, that he will give me the spirit of wisdom and revelation, that I might get to know him better. And then, looking above the communion table, there was those 2 angels there on the plaque behind, with the cross in the middle, and those words of Latin in there, in hoc signum victus, in this sign you have victory, the cross. But there are these angels. It's as if the angels are there. An angel is there to guard our church, to guide the light that we are attempting to shine on behalf of Jesus. I can't explain it really. I'm a bit serious today, but I don't know, it's just as I was there, the old hymn written by Montgomery, I think it was, Angels in the Realm of Glory, came to mind as I knelt there. I could almost hear somebody singing it. I couldn't remember all the words. Angels from the realms of glory, wing your flight through all the earth. Heralds of creation's story, now proclaim Messiah's birth. Come and worship Christ the newborn King. Come and worship Christ the newborn King. Though an infant now we view him, he will share his Father's throne. Gather all the nations to him, every knee shall then bow down. And there I was, kneeling at the altar. It's as if somehow in the midst of all this, angels are there to help our church, to help us proclaim with power the mighty word, Jesus. And I suppose the thing that I want to finish with is simply say, we put too much emphasis on stars into things like hotels or whatever else we use stars for, which is fine, but we mustn't forget what the meaning of them is in the Bible. God bless.